All right, guys, welcome back to another great episode of Let's Talk Fantasy Fishing with your host, Mr. Brian Carter. Hope you guys all had a great week out there, by the way. I know I did. I was glued in front of Bass Live all weekend. Checking out, I know I checked out about 3 days. I couldn't check out Thursday as much as I wanted to due to the JOB, but glued to Bassmaster Live. Well, guys, like I said, welcome to Let's Talk Fantasy Fishing, sponsored by X Zone Lures. If you're not fishing with X Zone Lures, all the great products they have to offer, like the 3-inch Ned Zone, the 4.25 Adrenaline Crawl, and the 6-inch MB Fat Finesse Worm. And last but not least, this is just some of the products, guys, they have to offer. I'm going to run through you guys. The Deception Worm. And all of this, guys, is proved by Mr. Brandon Pollinek. You guys didn't see the news real quick about BP. His wife's pregnant, guys. That happened well, I don't know when it happened, but that was announced this week. So, what a weekend it was, and what a weekend it was for local angler John Cruz, going wire to wire on the St. Johns River on another tidal body of water. Guys, if you guys didn't hear the podcast last week on Basscast Radio, called him up, we got him on, we talked to him, and guys, he almost nailed the weight. I want to say he's really, really close, if I remember correctly. There he is, guys. 75 pounds 4 ounces was the 4-day winning weight. So congratulations to him, second ever victory, taking home $100,000 and winning. A lot of you guys out there, some great numbers, me included, by the way, as well as our overall winner for our first event of the 2022 season. So congratulations to him. Try and turn that down for you guys a little bit here. All right, let's move on here. Where did this one come from right here? Mr. Bobby Downey. 74.6. He had a flurry on the final day, man. A flurry on the final day. I don't know how many of you guys picked him. I know I didn't go through everybody's picks. We got 72 people playing fantasy fishing, but what a way to start off the 2022 season for him as well. And this Florida boy right here, Mr. John Cox, rocketed on day number 3 with a 31 15-pound bag, which gave him a 2-day total, finishing in 4th place with 67 pounds 10 ounces. Congratulations to Mr. John Cox. And then you guys know we had Patrick on. We had him on a few weeks ago. We had Brandon Card on, and I think we had Patrick right after that. We're talking about the Bassmaster Classic, and we all know it's in South Carolina, but Mr. Consistency, man. Patrick, man, at 59.4, got a really sweet check down on the St. Johns River. But this week, guys, things are going to change because we are moving up an hour. We're going an hour and a half up the road to the Harris chain. So things are going to be changing. But let me talk about our overall winner, guys, last weekend. And first of all, if you guys haven't messaged me, email me, whatever, DM me, please get your prizes. Get your 3 packs from X Zone Lures and thank them for sponsoring Let's Talk Fantasy Fishing, as well as our fantasy fishing. He finished off, guys, with 1,273 points. Let's run through who he had really quick. He had Patrick Walters, 272, a great pick. He had Mr. John Cruz, Mr. John Cox, and Cliff Prince. A lot of people had a lot of disappointments, but it is what it is. That's why we call it fantasy. And Bernie Schultz, who is pretty, I have to admit, I went back and looked at Bernie's numbers. He did get him 213 points, but I looked at a lot of his past tournaments. He's right there in the middle to end, and he's from Florida. Just happens that way. I really don't know how to explain, but it just happens that way. So there it is. There was his picks. Congratulations to him. Got another event back to back right here. Like I said, on the Harris chain. And here's my picks, guys. Let's go back to the pack of cards here real quick. You guys all know we're not going to guarantee sight fishing is going to win this thing, but it's going to play a major role. So I've got Mr. John Cox. Cox has plenty of experience on the Harris chain and regarded as one of the best sight fishermen to ever do it, making him a really solid pick for this event, guys. Let's go back. 2019, the Bass Pro Shop Eastern Open. He finished 11th overall. In 2017, at a Bass Pro Shops Southern Open, number 1, he finished 10th. You guys all know he's from Florida. He's got I just, it's kind of hard not to pick him. It really is. There's a bunch of anglers out there. Scott Martins. It was just hard. And I know Scott's not in the Group A, by the way, just FYI. But still, if you have major picks. But it's just, I don't know. Cox is he's awesome. That's all you gotta say. Group B, I'm picking Brian New. New has had, I think, Harris, this past weekend, he finished 22nd. Hey, he cashed a nice check, but he's got a 24th at a Bassmaster Open. He's got this is in Florida, by the way. He's got a Elite Series St. Johns. He won his first event last year. We already talked about that. And then in 2020, another on the Kissimmee chain, he got a first place in an open event. So Florida's been good to him. I think this weekend will be another consistent week. I don't really know if he'll win. I don't think he'll win the event, by the way, but he could any given Sunday. But I think this will be another week where he's going to get you guys a lot of points. And that's what it's all about. A lot of points to take home that $100 gift card to the online tackle store of your choice. All right, Group C, Brandon Card. Guys, he's been consistent on the St. Johns River. Fished it 5 times, cashed a check in all 5 events. Harris chain, like I said, great. He had a Bass Pro Shop Southern Open event. He finished 20 on the 21st. He finished good there. Like I said, just another guy, News from North, Cobbs from South Carolina. Just another one that's really been, had a really good finish. Cashed a bunch of checks in Florida. And I just think this will be another event that will play in his, the way he likes to fish. All right, let's move on to Group D real quick. Seth Fighter, guys. That's who I'm picking. I believe his second place finish on the St. Johns River. He's going to turn around from that. He's a shallow, is what he was doing a lot of there. Now, I don't mean he was really, really shallow. He wasn't really fishing the beds, guys. He's fishing the docks. But you can have to mix it up on this thing. I believe he's going to turn around, get back in the right direction after this event, and then be ready for the northern swing. So Seth Fighter is who I'm picking there. Group E, I'm going Jacob Phelps. The former college Bassmaster champion, bracket champion, posted a 4th place finish. The Harris chain just a year ago in a Bassmaster Open. Yes, I did grab that from Bass. I ain't gonna lie. E was rough. I mean, when you're talking about rough, what was in E was like, let's flip a coin, see what the hell happens. So here you are. I looked at Harris Chain, Leesburg, Florida. This coming week, going to be a lot of sight fishing. Hopefully the fish are going to be on the beds by then. We'll have to see. We're going to get some updates, practice over the next couple of days. And I plan on being glued to Bassmaster Live and be watching it every single minute. So here we go. They're locked in. I'm not changing them. We're going to let it ride, see what the hell happens. John Cox, Brian New, Brandon Cobb, Seth Fighter, and Mr. Jacob Phelps. It'd be cool to see a rookie, by the way, just like Brian New, take this event. That'd be really freaking cool. New fresh blood and bass. After a lot of people left years ago, this is something bass has been needing, and I think it's gonna pay off for them. So good luck, everyone. Good luck making your picks. Have a great week. We'll be back next week. We're gonna talk about, hey, the winner, and hopefully we'll have an awesome guest on as well. And like I said, I kind of want another guest, but don't forget, we got a couple weeks off, and then we're heading to South Carolina, Greenville, South Carolina, by the way, guys, for the Bassmaster Classic. And you guys all know I'm probably going to go with Cobb. That's just me. I think it's going to be his time, but also it's going to be hard not to pick against Patrick Walters. So get your picks in. Don't forget to make these picks for your opportunity to win from X Zone Lures. We appreciate you guys listening. You can now listen on Google Podcast. More great stations coming soon. Have a great night, everyone. We'll talk to you later. Bye.